Woohoo! It's the Mumbai Indians. Jamal Mills, Tim David, Murugan Ashwin. Guys, can we have a big round of applause? Mumbai, 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 Mumbai. Jamal, Tim, as well as Murugan Ashwin, this is the Fever Network. This comprises of the Fever FM radio station, Radio 1, as well as Radio Nasha. These are all stations in the network that are diehard Mumbai Indians fans. And we are here for a meet and greet with you three fine gentlemen because all the people you see on your screen, worked very hard and they won radio contests to meet you. So I'd like to ask you, Murugan, as well as Tim and Timal, to just greet our winners here, please. How are you feeling today?
Thanks, everybody. Nice to see you all. Thanks for joining us.
Congratulations on winning the competition, and we're looking forward to hearing your questions and having a chat with you.
Congratulations on winning the competition, and just so excited to meet you.
Wonderful. So I'm just going to get things warmed up and ask one question each to the three of you gentlemen, and then we'll open it up to our contest winners. Ashwin, I just loved the googly which you bowled Tim Seifert with in the opening game. Was that one of the best balls you've ever bowled? And part B of that question, Ashwin, is who's your favorite spinner of all time and why?
Yeah, that should be one of the best balls I've bowled. Good to have bowled that in the first game for OMI, and glad that it came out well and got the better of Seifert. And I like Shane Warne a lot, so he's my best.
God bless Warnie's soul. I mean, he's inspired so many of us. It's a great choice in spinner. Timal, you also interview pro cricketers and coaches to discover the secrets of fast bowling in the name of the Pace Journal. We've got to know about that experience. Also, part B to that question is one of the most interesting people you have ever interviewed for the Pace Journal. So how you go about the Pace Journal and, the most interesting person you've interviewed.
Yeah, so we, as you say, we interview fellow fast bowlers and coaches, both men and women, to try and give insight online, mainly on Instagram. We chop up the interview instead of just releasing an hour-long interview. We chop it up into the most important bits and then give our point of views as well. So it's a good thing for me to do in my spare time. I've been I do a lot of media work back home and things like that, so it's something that I'm interested in and something that I'll keep doing. I'll try and do some interviews with the guys out here whilst I'm here as well. I'd be foolish not to. And then I've again been lucky enough to interview some really cool people, like most recently with Mark Wood, who's had a lot of kind of ups and downs in his career, a lot of changes to his bowling action and a lot of injuries he's had to overcome. So he was really good to speak to. Spoke with Mitali Raj. She's a batter, obviously, but somebody that you guys, I'm sure, will know well. We also have a batting channel also called Shots Journal. So I spoke with Mitali, who gave a really good interview and some really good insight. So yeah, maybe those two just off the top of my head.
Well, I wonder if Mitali told you, Timal, that there's a movie being made on her, and we're all eagerly looking forward to that. What a champion she is. Tim, since you've been here for a while, you might have tried Indian food. Which is your favorite Indian dish, if you could name one? And apart from the food, I'd like to ask you about your naughtiest teammate, mate, a player who's great fun to be around in the MI dressing room.
Well, I had some Indian last night, so I just stuck to the basics. I had some butter chicken and dal. Can't go wrong with that. So they're probably my two favourites. And then it's a good question. We've got some naughty fellas in this team. Ishan's probably up there. He's pretty cheeky, but I think everyone knows that he's mischievous. But young Tilak, our middle order batsman, he's I like to call him a dangerous fella because you never know what he's got up his sleeve, but he's always trying to steal my bats and that sort of stuff at training. So you've got to keep an eye out for him. He's got plenty of good bats anyway, so he doesn't need them.
Got to keep your bats in the vault to keep them away from the bat thief. That's fun. Okay, we now move into our winner questions. This is the winner from Fever FM Mumbai, the station in Mumbai. His name is Tejas. He's an account manager at a creative agency, so he's a really talented bloke. And Tejas, you want to ask Timal a question, so go ahead.
Hello.
Hello.
How
Yeah,
are
we
you?
can hear you
Yeah,
loud and
hi.
clear. No worry. Your
Yeah,
question to
so I
Tamal,
just had
please.
a question to ask to Timal. Hi, Timal, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
So I just wanted to tell you that I'm a big fan of your bowling, your plethora of variations, especially the gamut of your slower ones. I think everyone's impressed of the way you bowl. I just wanted to address that the way you took Andre Russell and Ajinkya Rahane's wicket in last KKR's match, it was phenomenal. So do you want to tell us something about that experience?
Yeah, it's been an up and down experience so far for myself and everybody in the team. But obviously, we have to try and take positives where we can. Yeah, it's been nice to take wickets. It's something that I'll always try to do. Unfortunately, the last game didn't go too well for myself personally, but it's how you dust yourself off, I guess. But yeah, I guess when I came into bowl at Dre Russ, it was obviously a key part of that game, and I knew, we had a clear plan to come aggressive and to try and with a short ball early. But he's obviously one of the best and most destructive batters in the world, so I was happy to get him out with the first ball that I bowled at him, because the more you bowl at him, even if you're bowling well, there's the more chance that he's going to, get hold of you and launch you into the stands. So yeah, it was a great feeling. That was probably my biggest celebration when I got him out, because he's obviously one of the most prized wickets in the IPL.
Yeah, that's a competition we all enjoyed as cricket fans. Timal versus Dre Russ. Well done on that one. We move to Radio Nasha. Mumbai winner is Krish. Krish is a student. He gave his board exams earlier this year. I don't know if you guys remember when you were back in high school, Tim, Murugan, and Timal. So Krish has just finished his exams, a load off his back. And Krish, you want to ask Tim David a question? Yeah, go ahead, Tim. For
Hi,
Tim.
Paltan. How are you, Tim?
I'm good, thank you, mate. Well done on finishing your exams.
Thank you. I just have a question for you. You've played in so many amazing leagues around the world. How different is IPL from the other leagues? And how does it feel to be in the company of greats like Sachin, Mahela, Robin Singh, Shane Bond? And what have been your learnings from these giants of the game?
Yeah. Well, firstly, the IPL, I think, brings another level of it's very intense in terms of all the support staff we've got around. So, we do some meet and greet stuff like this, which is great to meet the fans, because obviously, unfortunately, we're in a bubble. But like you said, we have amazing access to some support staff. So our coaches are some of the legends of the game. So they've got some really vast experiences, different stuff you can try and learn from them. So Shane Bond's obviously the bowling coach. I'm trying to work on a few things with my bowling, see where I can contribute to the team. And then to have guys like Mahela, working on some technical stuff, maybe trying to hit straight in India, because when we get to the Wankhede, there's shorter straight boundaries. Sachin just about some small technical stuff, maybe his mindset when he was batting. And Robin Singh as well, he's our batting coach, just working on drilling some stuff. So that's some stuff for me to work on. And it's awesome to have access to those sort of guys with that sort of knowledge.
That's beautifully answered there by Tim. Okay, it might interest you to know, Mumbai Indians, you players, that we have different tastes for different folks in our network. Fever FM has current hits Bollywood, Nasha has classics Bollywood, and we have Radio 1, which plays all the international hits. So we play everything from a Katy Perry to a Coldplay and Selena Gomez, BTS. And we have a Radio 1 Mumbai winner, and that's Monil. He's an admin and finance associate. Hi, Monil, how are you? If you could ask your question to Murugan Ashwin. This is Monil's question to Ashwin.
Hi, Taimal. Hi, team. And hi, Murugan Ashwin. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. So my question is for Ashwin. So I really love the way you bowled against Mumbai Indians, giving 25 runs and taking 2 wickets. You took Nitish Rane as well as Sam Billings. So how satisfying was that for you? And from whom do you take tips from while the night sessions?
Okay, I think he meant you're bowling against Kolkata and not you're bowling against Mumbai. It was a slip of the tongue. But basically, you're 2 for 25 against Kolkata. You got Sam Billings as well as Rana. And who do you take tips from, Murugan Ashwin, in the Mumbai Indians net sessions?
So basically, I was happy that I was able to contribute in that game. It was a tough wicket, to be honest. Pune was a tough wicket. It did have a bit of dew as well. So to get Nitish Rana and Sam Billings was good in that game. Those were partnerships which were critical, and happy that I was able to get those wickets. And Shane Bourne has been really helping me. His analysis and his inputs have been really helping me to go prepare myself for the game and also to get better, try to get better each game. And it's good working along with these legends of the game. Just trying to pick their cricketing brains, and I'm just trying to get better.
Well, you better watch out, Ashwin. I believe Shane Bond was a policeman in his former life before he was a player. So you don't want to get the wrong end of the stick, mate. Thank you for that. We move to Radio 1 in Ahmedabad. It's a fabulous station, which is part of the network, and they play a lot of Bollywood classics. Adhiraj is the winner. Adhiraj is a sports journalist. So Adhiraj, sports journalist, you have a question for Timal. Go ahead.
Hello, Timal. Hello, all of you. How are you? I'm Adhiraj Jadeja. My question is, Timal, your super bowling against Rajasthan, Timal. You had Patikal and Parag, both very dangerous batsmen there. How you were feeling that day when you were delivered 4 overs in Diwali Party Stadium and bowling along with Bumrah? Must be special. Timal.
There's always pressure, I guess. It's as Tim said. Luckily, the crowds are getting bigger and bigger, which is great. It's always great to play in front of big stadiums. That's something that I always enjoy about coming to play in India, is the atmosphere. But when you're bowling, I think the only pressure is between yourself and the batter, and it's how you manage that. I hadn't played in Mumbai before, so all of these stadiums here are new to me. So adjusting to the conditions has obviously been a challenge. Each ground is different. As Ashwin said, we're yet to play at the Wankhede, and that itself will have different dimensions and different tactics that we'll need to employ. It was cool to get a few wickets at DY Patel. That was a good stadium. From what I understand, there's not a lot of cricket that gets played there, which is a shame because it's a really cool ground. So it's great that this year they get to host IPL matches there. I'm looking forward to playing at the Wankhede hopefully later in the competition, and then see where we go from there.
He had another question, which is, how does it feel bowling alongside Jasprit Bumrah?
Yeah, of course. Bum's obviously one of, if not the best bowler in the world. So trying to learn as much as I can from him at training, and then trying to support him as best I can in the matches. He was fantastic. Him and Jadev were brilliant in the last match that we played. Unfortunately, I had a less than ideal game, but that's how T20 cricket goes sometimes. When you have Bum in your side, a lot of teams obviously identify him as the best bowler, which means that they're probably going to come a little bit harder at the rest of us. So we have to be ready for that. Obviously you'd much rather have Bum in the side than against you.
Well answered. Our final contest winner, we're official radio partners for the Mumbai Indians. We're constantly cheering for you guys. We are part of your Mumbai Paltan, and you guys can keep fighting on knowing that we love you. Our final contest winner is Radio 1 Pune. She represents Radio 1 Pune, and they play current Bollywood hits. Super radio station again. Anusha, she's a corporate lawyer. Anusha, you have a question for Murugan Ashwin.
Hi, everyone. How are you, Ashwin? I wanted to ask you who your favorite Tamil actor and actress are, and why do you like them? And any recent movie that you have watched and you have loved it?
So I like Vijay. My favorite actor is Vijay, and actress is Trisha. And my favorite movie is Talabadi by Rajnikant.
Great choice. Trisha is lovely. Thank you very much. Okay, guys, it's time to wrap up, but I'd like you guys, the three of you, to give us your parting words before you say bye-bye. How did you enjoy this meet and greet with your official radio partners, Timal, Tim, Murugan Ashwin?
Yeah, thank you everybody for sparing your time to talk to us. Unfortunately, as we all know, we can't do these type of things in person. So this is as good as we can do for now. And, we appreciate all the support and well wishes, and fingers crossed we'll do you guys proud the rest of the way.
Yeah, it's great to see so many smiling faces, and it's lovely to hear your words of support. So thank you for that. We really appreciate it, and hopefully we can put some good performances in to keep you guys entertained.
Thank you so much for virtually meeting us. You all take care.
Can we have a big round of cheers? Everybody unmute yourself. Mumbai!
Mumbai!
Come on, Mumbai.
Mumbai!
Go Mumbai!
Thank you, Timal. Thank you, Tim. Thank you,
Good luck, guys.
Give
Good
our
luck.
love to everyone at the MI dressing room. Cheers. Thank you very much.